I apologize. I'm muted. I'll start that all over again. Welcome to the new episode of Harness News Update. It's December 1st edition. Episode 61. We are live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. So make sure to check out all the great work that goes on at harnesslink.com. If you watched yesterday's episode, I spoke to Nicholas Barnsdale, also known as Ace, Canadian editor for Harness Link, as he came out with a new piece on Sintra. So make sure to go check that out if you haven't seen it yet, and all the other great stuff going on from Harness Link from New Zealand, Australia, Europe, Canada, and the United States. Today's episode is also sponsored by HarnessBid. HarnessBid is the game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. It provides buyers and sellers with an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customers, with zero commission on every horse sold. Sellers can get the best value for their money, while purchasers don't have to worry about hefty commission fees. So visit harnessbid.com for more. And we're also live today because of our friends at the USTA. So we'll have some stuff to go over here. We'll have recap from the action yesterday. So let's get into that. First up, we're going to look at Monticello Raceway yesterday. The pick 5 ran races 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see when it comes up here. Here's race 3. First one was won by Base Player. Base Player is 9-year-old gelding by Sportsmaster. 35th career win here. Took 223 starts to do that. Goes the mile in 156 and 3. The second split, race 4, was won by Pike Rock by Pet Rock. A 5-year-old gelding gets his 8th win, 98 starts, really close to that 100th career start. Makes the mile in 158 and 4 for the pacer. Third leg, race 5, was won by Major Humor by Art Major, a 9-year-old gelding. He paced the mile in 159 and 1. Close finish, though, down near the end here, but he just takes over at the end there. Yeah, really close finish there. Race number 6, the fourth leg, was won by Charming Vixen, a 3-year-old filly by the Pacer Sports Rider. She wins in 158 and 2. And the 7th and final leg here at Monticello yesterday was won by Admiral by Artistic Fella, a 12-year-old gelding, 299 starts. His next one will be a real big one, 300. Takes the mile in 159 and 1. Charges late to hold on, and big win there by Admiral. The pick 5 at Monticello yesterday paid $1,652.10. That's pretty big pick 5s yesterday, actually, all considering. And the next track we'll look at is Harris, Philadelphia. Their pick 5 ran races 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Here's race 5. It was won by Ardake Hanover, a 14-year-old gelding, 354 start, getting his 58th win. Does it in 154 and 4, right in the middle of the track there. 14-year-old gelding, over 350 starts, crazy. Race 6, the second split, was won by the 3-year-old gelding Dark Mind by International Money. Only his 23 career start compared to 350 we saw last time. Third win for him. He goes in 156 and 1. Leg 3, race 7, was won by Warwee Yankee by Sweet Lou. 3-year-old colt gets his 4th win in 19 starts. David Miller was in the bike, and the duo goes 154-3. Just one wire to wire there. The fourth leg, which is race 8 yesterday at Harris, Philadelphia, was won by Oh Look Magic, a 3-year-old gelding by looks like a Chip and Dale. 23rd career start, 5th win, over $218,000 in career earnings for him. 154-2. Guess what? Dave Miller was in the bike for this one too. Back-to-back wins there for Dave Miller with by commanding leads as well. The 5th and final leg, race 9. Galley Gateway, a 3-year-old gelding by Sweet Lou. 5th win in 32 starts. Shocker, who's in the bike but David Miller? These time they go 153-2. He's going to sneak up in the middle here, in the inside here. Charges late to take over. Pick 5 at Harris, Philadelphia paid $38483, $525.24 based off a 60-cent Canadian wager. So big pick 5s to start the day. We had over 1,500 in the first race, or first track we looked at, Monticello, and now over 500 again here. The third track we're going to look at, the Meadows. Their pick 5 kicked off at race number 9. Mickey Love the Beach wins the first leg. The 2-year-old filly by Always Be Mickey. Her 5th start, her first win. Goes in 2 minutes flat. Love to see when horses get their first win, especially if they can do it in their first year. Sneaks up here on the inside. The second leg was won by Beyond Belief, 5-year-old gelding by Donato Hanover, 12-1. 5-year-old gelding gets his 8th win in 88 starts. He goes 156-3, which is actually good enough for a new lifetime mark. Ooh, close finish. Wow! It just sneaks it out. Those are great. The third leg, race 11, was won by Ticket to Love. A 3-year-old filly gets her second win in 14 starts. Wow. She paces the mile in 156-2, which is good enough for her new lifetime mark. Wow. Some young horses getting the wins today yesterday at the Meadows. The Leg 4 race 12, 3-year-old trotting gelding, the Fast Lane by Muscle Hill, gets his second win in 17 starts. He goes 154-4, which is good enough for a new lifetime mark. Big win there by lengths. He was the 1-9 favorite. And the 5th and final leg, It's Time to Hunt, in race 13, takes the win here at 7-1. Goes in 155-2, which is his lifetime mark. Big commanding win here. And actually, the pick 5 at the Meadows is a carryover, $1,770.85 Canadian, carried over for today's card. Watch that today. And there's also a pick 4 carryover of $3,872.62 Canadian, and the Meadows goes today. So we'll recap, maybe look at that on Monday's show. But the next track here, we'll look at Plain Ridge. They had a pair of pick 4s we're going to look over. The first pick 4 races 3, 4, 5, and 6. Better Than Cheddar Product, Better Than Hope, a 7-year-old mare, gets her 9th career win, 3rd of the year. It's over $100,000 now in earnings. Second leg, which is race 4 in the early pick 4, was won by Mick Woodrow by Cheyenne Hollywood, a 9-year-old gelding. 14th career win in 148 starts. He goes 153-4, while his lifetime mark is 151 flat. The third leg was won by Bagpipe Major, a 9-year-old gelding by Art Major. 25th win and 226 starts. He goes 153 flat. He's now over $400,000 in career earnings. And the fourth and final leg in the early pick 4 was race 6, Touch of a Character, 7-year-old gelding, pacing gelding by Shady Character, 16th career win and 142 starts, goes wire to wire in 154-1. Did have some pressure here though, but it was able to hold on. This is actually the last day of racing at Plain Ridge yesterday as well. The early pick 4, a $1 Canadian, pays $221.75. And the late pick 4, it actually ran races 6, 7, 8, and 9. So just remember that last replay because that Touch of Character kicked off the late pick 4 as well. The second leg, race 7, which will come up here shortly on the screen, was won by J.K. Will Power. That's a 10-year-old gelding by Some Beat Somewhere. He's going to pace this mile in 153-4 for his 42nd career win. 232 starts, over $1 million in career earnings. The third leg here in the late pick 4, race 8, Always a Mickey by Always Be Mickey, a 5-year-old bay horse. Pacer gets his 21st career win in 94 starts. He's over $629,000 in career earnings. He goes wire to wire here in the big victory. And the last and final leg, race 9, Mickey You So Fine, another Always Be Mickey. 16th career win. This was his 101st start. He gets the win here in 153-4. And the late pick 4 here paid out 3 of 4. Paid $77.35 Canadian. And again, Plain Ridge, this was their finale, last card of the year. Now we'll move on to Dayton Raceway, their pick 5 from yesterday. It ran races 2 through 6. This is another one that had some big upsets in it. But we'll first kick off with a 6-1 upset by Key Advisor, an 8-year-old gelding. Another Some Beat Somewhere, 142nd career start, 29th win, just shy of $500,000 in career earnings. Goes 151-2. Is actually in his last 5 starts been pretty hot. His last 5 starts has 3 wins in 2 seconds. Not too bad here. Daniel Noble was in the bike. In the second leg, which is race 3 at Dayton Raceway, the 4-year-old gelding Robbins Art by Art Official, 18th career win in 67 starts. He hasn't had a win since September 16th. But he gets his 18th here at 10-1. So first off, 6-1, now 10-1. But guess what? It gets a little better. Gets a little even better. Ideal Feeling here in race 4. 26-1. The 8-year-old American Ideal son gets his 34th win at 26-1. He goes 151 flat. Brett Miller, talked about him a couple times already today. No, it was David Miller. I apologize. Now Brett Miller gets the win. And the fourth leg, Little Rocket Man. Finally a favorite, 3-5, gets the job done. A Rocket Image product, 7-year-old gelding. 97th career start, 53rd win, over $1 million in career earnings. And his last 3 starts, he's got 2 wins and a second. And the fifth and final leg, which is race 6, a State Treasurer product, Between I and You, 5-year-old gelding. 5-year-old horse. 16th win, 66th start. Goes wire to wire in 152-1. Another win for Daniel Noble on the card. And because of all the long shots, it's actually a carryover of $1,111.29 Canadian. And Dayton Raceway is back in action today. Next, we'll look at Dover Downs. They had some stake races again. The Delaware Standardbred Breeders Fund, 2 splits. Sorry, not 2 splits here for 3-year-old Colton Geldings. Let's take a look at the first one. In 156, Marshall Dillon, 3-year-old gelding by Badlands Hanover, gets his 6th win in 28 starts. He's $58,423 in earnings. His first win since October 13th. Anthony Morgan was in the bike for trainer Kevin Lahr. The next race here was the second split. Let's see who takes this one home. At 155 for Gateway Guy, 3-year-old pacing gelding by DeMarvelous, 11th career win, 4th of the year in 15 starts, $239,000 in career earnings. He goes wire to wire to get the win. Corey Callahan was the driver for trainer Jeffrey Smith. Their pick 5 ran races 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at Dover Downs yesterday. More upsets. Upsets were the story of the day yesterday all across North America. First 3-1 Franco Totem at 3-1. Not a major upset, but the changeover sired gelding, 10 years old, gets his 35th career win in 145 starts. Real tight, but it is Franco Totem. Just has his nose out in front in 153 flat. The second split race 7 was won by Trojan Banner, an 8-year-old by Better's Delight, 31st win in 135 starts. $320,000 in career earnings. Third leg, a favorite or more money, pretty more favorite of 5-2. So it's 3-1 up on the light board. I have 5-2. I'm out the door. A 5-year-old gelding by Bolt the Doer, 27th win in 76 starts. He goes in 152-1, which is just a full second shy of his lifetime mark of 151-1. And then the next race, race 9, the fourth leg, another some more chalk though in this 2-1 Sweet Sundays. A 9-year-old gelding by Better's Delight, 20th win in 171 starts, $405,000 in career earnings. Tim Tetrick in the bike goes 150 flat. Oh, look at him go. I like the stride on that horse. That horse has a nice stride. And then and then last and certainly not least, race 5, another bombs away here. 15-1, Live Love Lindy, a 3-year-old gelding by Captain Treacherous, gets his 10th win in 29 starts, but at 15-1, bettors didn't think too highly of him. He goes 153-4. Actually got back-to-back wins. He got new lifetime mark his last time out, 150 flat. Because of all the upsets, it's carryover at Dover Downs. They're back in action on Monday, I believe, and they have $170.56 in pick 5 carryover. Next track we'll look at is Hoosier Park. They have 2 pick 5s. The early pick 5 goes races 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the first one we'll look at here. Some more upsets, not huge upsets, but big payout. 6-1 upset here in the first one. Water Torpedo by Skyway Torpedo. The 2-year-old gelding gets his second win in 16 career starts. He goes 157 flat, which is a new lifetime mark. Trace T-Trick in the bike for trainer Alvin Miller. Ended up being a little bit closer, but he had it in hand. Second leg, race 2, JK's Desire, a 2-year-old colt by JK End of an Era. His second win as well in 8 starts, $15,000 in career earnings for the young 2-year-old. He goes 155-1. His lifetime mark is 154-3, which he got at Hoosier Park. Where did he get that? 153. He got that back in September. Atlee Bender was in the bike for Irvin Miller. Charges late there, take the lead. Third leg, race 3, 3-year-old filly by the name of Kate's Girl by Swan for All. She gets her second win in 24 starts, $17,000 in career earnings. She goes 2 minutes flat, while her lifetime mark is 157-4, which she also achieved here at Hoosier Park. Jordan Ross was in the bike for trainer Robert Reeser. Just sails on by there. The fourth leg, race 4, Topville Master by You Know You Do, gets his 5th win, 3-year-old gelding. His 5th win, he goes pretty much wire to wire in 156-3. For Brad Ferguson was in the bike, trainer Donald Eash. $46,000 in career earnings for this 3-year-old pacing gelding. Sorry, I apologize, trotting gelding. And the 5th and final leg, race 5, 4-5 favorite, wraps it all up. Forget Me Not gets her second win in 14 career starts. She goes in 155-3 with a 28-3 closing quarter. Michael Oosting was in the bike for trainer John Finn. 4-5. So it ends up being 8-7, 6-8-3 at the early pick 5 here at Hoosier Park. I love the deep stretch, the long deep stretch here in Indiana. Gives the courses a good chance to catch up. The pick 5 paid $1,619.88 off a 60-cent Canadian wager. But there was also a late pick 5 at Hoosier Park. It ran races 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Big payouts again, and there was a couple long shots in this one as well. The first leg, race 10, was won by a 3-year-old gelding by the name of Long Dan, a Dover Dan offspring. Gets his 3rd win in 44 career starts, just shy of $50,000 in career earnings. He goes 154-4, 28-2 closing quarter. Michael Oosting with another driving win here for Donald Eash. The second leg was won by a 3-year-old filly called Bougiful, a JK End of an Era. $25,000 in career earnings. 3rd win in 22 starts. Goes wire to wire in 153 flat. Just misses her lifetime mark of 152-3, which she did at this track. Michael Oosting with another win, this time for trainer Ernest Gaskin. 35-1 upset, by the way, here, too. So this is where things start getting interesting on the late pick 5 as well. The third leg, favorite dealer's table. Sitting third right now up on the screen, an American Ideal Gelding, 7 years old, gets his 23rd career win in 115 starts. He rallies late here to go in 153-2. Atlee Bender was in the bike for trainer Jeffrey Cullifer. And the next race, some more chalk, 8-5. Hillary Berry, 7-year-old mare by Better's the Light, 26 career win in 114 starts, really close to $200,000 in career earnings. She has a lifetime mark of 150-4, which happened here at Hoosier Park yesterday. She goes 153-4. Marvin Luna was in the bike. And the last and final leg, race 14, 5-1. Rosario Beach, a 4-year-old mare down by the seaside, gets her first win. She actually started racing this year as a 4-year-old. 6 starts this year. This is her first win. She's New Zealand bred. Interesting. New Zealand bred filly here. Marvin Luna in the bike. And the late pick 5 at Hoosier Park, $1,918.68 based off the 60-cent Canadian wager. That'll pay out 2,278.10. First time we're going to look at a Canadian track today. First Canadian track we're going to look at, Flamborough. Had 2 pick 5s last night as well. Early pick 5. First 5 races on the card. More, and the big payouts and the long shots continue here as well. It's going to start off with some chalk early. The 4-5 Black Betty by Better Than Cheddar wins the first race. 6-year-old mare gets her 17th or 19th career win in 102 starts, $139,000 in career earnings. Scott Coulter was in the bike. The second leg, this is where things get interesting. 19-1 Northern Spy, a 9-year-old gelding, gets his 18th career win in 198 starts. The Some Beat Somewhere sired gelding takes the mile in 158 flat. Ooh, another close finish. Wow. Wow. Leg 3 here. Del Diggity, a 5-year-old mare by So Surreal. 12th win in 81 starts. She goes in 159-2. Bradley Harris gets another win in the bike. Race 4, an 11-year-old mare at 7-2. Northern Belle gets her 24th win in 183 starts. She goes 2 minutes and 1/5. Her lifetime mark, 155-1, was done here at Flamborough Downs. And the fifth and final leg, Tyler Moore gets the win in the bike with the 7-year-old mare Geo Surreal. Even money on her coming into this one. 34th win in 139 starts. She's close to $1 million, $961,655 to be exact. She goes 156-1. Her lifetime mark is 149-3 at what she did at Woodbine Mohawk Park. And that's the early pick 5. It paid out $722.07 based off the 20-cent Canadian dollar or Canadian minimum, 11748. Late pick 5 starts race 6, goes to race 10. This one was a little bit not as much. It's still a pretty decent payout when we get to that. But the first race, here's the first race. Papimento by Some Beach Somewhere. 9-year-old gelding. He gets his 34th win in 243 starts. Goes 2 minutes and 2/5. Second split race 7. Big Mad Mose by Big Bad John. 9th win for the 6-year-old mare gets her 20th career win. 145 starts. $123.10, $100 in career earnings. 159.3 was the time. Ranger Bob at 4-5 gets the win here in race number 8. 5-year-old gelding by Angus Hall. 11th win in 43 starts. Actually got back-to-back wins now. He goes 159.3. Big charge here. His lifetime mark is 159, which he achieved at Western Fair. In race 9, Sherman's Lady Havoc, an 8-year-old mare by Dally, gets her 16th career win in 161 starts. He's $160,000 in career earnings. Goes wire to wire in 159 flat. And leg 5 in race 10, Better Not Mac Me, a 3-year-old filly by Better Than Cheddar. Gets her 9th career win in 25 starts. $36,000 in career earnings. The late pick 5 at Flamboro paid $99.21. Not as bad off a 20-cent wager. Pays out $55547. Next track we're going to look at, Yonkers Raceway. Their pick 5 went races 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 last night. The big payouts continue. Hurricane Georgie at 16-1 kicks things off. A roll with Joe Gelding. Gets his 22nd career win. The 5-year-old has made 90 starts and has earned over $253,000 in career earnings. He's actually got 3 straight wins. This one was 155-4. Brett Holland was in the bike. The second leg, favorite here, 4-5 favorite Herodontus by Bar Hopping. 3-year-old Gelding gets his 10th career win in 31 starts, $311,000 in career earnings. 154-4 was the time. Jason Barlett was in the bike. Another 3-5 Global Believer, a 6-year-old gelding by Nonato Hanover. Thirteenth win in 41 starts. The Sweden-bred horse there goes in 156-4. Another win for Jason Barlett. Race 8, the 4th leg. Turbocharged Pete, a 6-year-old gelding by Uncle Peter. 16th career win, 124 starts, over $151,000 in earnings. He wins by a neck here in 202-2 for Joseph Ferlato in the bike. Real close finish here. Just holds on. The number 2 there. And the 5th and final leg, Steuben Hanover by Trixton, a 7-year-old gelding. 15th win in 98 starts. $320,000 in career earnings. He trots the mile in 156-4. Yannick Gingras on the bike. And pick 5 at Yonkers last night, $2,654.80 based off a $1 Canadian bet. Wow. Like I said, the big payouts yesterday, it seemed to be... We have a full moon right now? That must be it. There's a full moon right now, I believe. So that must be playing a factor into this. I apologize. Something's going wrong with my computer here. Let me just get my pages sorted out here, and then we'll figure it out. Up next, we're going to look at Woodbine Mohawk Park. The early pick 5, or first 5 races. Looks like Game On. 3-year-old colt by looks like a Chippendale. Gets his first win. Took 3 starts to do it. Goes in 158-2. James McDonald was in the bike. Race number 2, 3-year-old colt by the name of Shredder by Better Than Cheddar. Also gets his first win. Does this one in 154-1 for Sylvain Filion. Big charge, big win there. Race 3, 4-year-old mare, Alberta bred mare, Dial Me Up by Vertical Horizon. She wins at 9-2. It's her 8th career win. 5th have come this year. She goes in 156-1. Her lifetime mark is 154-2, which she has achieved at Century Downs. Another win for Sylvain Filion in this one. Sorry, no, that's the next race in this one. It's Tyler Borth. Sylvain Filion wins race 4 with Faded Fire by Straight Shooting. A 3-year-old filly by Straight Shooting. 6th win. 4th of the year. Goes in 156-2. And the 5th race and leg 5, Sunseeker at 8-1 by Sunshine Beach. Gets his 11th win, 9th of the year. Does it in 157 flat, 31-second final quarter. His actually lifetime marks 156-3, which he did at Flamborough Downs. Jody Jamieson gets the win. The 20-cent pick 5, the early pick 5 at Woodbine Mohawk Park, $212.31. Again, because of it was 2-5, 6-5, 9-2, 3-1, 8-1. The late pick 5 at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Another not bad payout. Couple long shots in this one. We'll kick off race 6, a 5-2 Mercutio by Bar Hopping, 4-year-old. Gets his 3rd win in 21 starts. $61,000 in career earnings. When we get up to the clip. Win for Louis Philippe Waugh on the bike. The second leg, race number 7. Goldie's Rockin', the 4-year-old mare by Rockin' Image, gets 12th win in 64 starts. Goes in 154-3. Actually has back-to-back wins. In her last 5 starts, 3 wins, a 2nd and a 3rd. James McDonald in the bike here for this one. Race number 8 is coming up here. 7-2, Bring Your Fire. A 4-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. Gets his 3rd win in 37 starts. 2nd of the year. He goes in 155 flat. Actually just misses out his lifetime mark of 154 and 4. Austin Story was in the bike. Ooh, charges late here. Takes the win. Race 9 coming up here. This is where things get interesting again. A 10-1 upset, which makes the pick 5 a little bit more interesting. A 4-year-old horse by the name of Up Joey's Credit by Up the Credit. 8th win of his career, 5th of the year. Wins by a nose in 155 and 1. Tyler Borth gets the win. This horse is actually already entered in to go on December the 5th at Western Fair. Ooh, tight finish down the end. He's going to come. Ooh, close finish there. And the 10th and final race here, leg 5. Fearless Sheila, 4-year-old mare by Fear the Dragon. 13th career win, 8th of the year. 154 and 4. Louis Philippe Waugh was in the bike for this one. Then we got Rosecroft up next. Oh man, something's going wrong here. Just give me 1 second. Make sure I have everything right here. Okay, here we go. We're going to look at Rosecroft. They had a pick 4. Race 9, 10, 11, and 12. Dr. Mickey by Always Be Mickey gets the first one here. 5-year-old gelding. 9th career win. The second leg was won by Luck on the Beach. 4-year-old gelding by Luck Be With You. 4th win in 21 starts. $30,000 in career earnings. 155 and 2 was the mile time. A horse everyone should know, Jimmy Freight by Sports Writer, 8-year-old. 34th win of his career in 84 starts. Real close to the 2 million mark in earnings. Goes in 152 and 3. And the 4th and final leg here of the pick 4 at Rosecroft was won by Transparency by Art Speak, 5-year-old horse. Gets 24th win in 106 starts. The pick 4 here at Rosecroft last night paid out $23.37 based off a 60-cent Canadian wager. So this was the only one that really didn't pay out big time last night. And the last and final track we'll look at from last night was Fraser Downs late night harness racing. Their pick 5 ran races 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And here we go with that. First race up was won by Crown Princess, a 3-year-old filly by Better's Delight. 5th win in 23 starts. John Abbott was in the bike. The So filly goes 159 flat. Rainy, muddy day in British Columbia, that's for sure. The second leg was won by Kootenai Coco, a 2-year-old filly. She's perfect, 6 for 6 right now. She goes in 157 and 1. Her lifetime mark is 155 and 1. 6 straight wins to start her young career. That's not too bad for the Burren Hanover sired filly. Another Burren Hanover wins leg 3, which is race 6. Baron's Weapon, a 2-year-old gelding, gets his first win here in 7 career starts. Blaine Chappelle in the bike. The gelding goes 2 minutes and 1/5. Ooh, just sneaks right up on the inside there. I like it. Fourth leg, which was race 7, was won by the 5-year-old mare, If Only I'd Known, by Shadow Play. 72nd career start. 15th win. $168 in career earnings. Has a lifetime mark of 152 and 1. Knight Scott with the drive. The duo goes 155 and 4 last night. And the 5th and final leg was won by On the Road to Texas, a 5-year-old mare, by 6 days on the road. 20th career win in 80 starts. She goes 157 and 3. Now has back-to-back wins. Kelly Hort trains and drives. 14th win of the year for the mare. There we go. That's everything I have for recaps today. I apologize for the slight difficulties I had today. Still trying to figure out some of the bugs that go along with trying to do this show live. I'm live right now, so I appreciate everyone who watched. I will be back on Monday. We'll have our weekend recap of big important things going over the weekend. And my plan is to have an interview on Monday with a special guest who will hopefully talk about things going on in Australia and New Zealand. So keep that in mind. If you want to know about what's going on over there, watch our Monday show. We'll be back at 11 a.m. Eastern Time Monday, 11 Central for the people in Manitoba like myself. Again, we're live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com. Thank you to them. Harnesslink.com is the only website truly dedicated to news and events in the standardbred industry. So make sure to check out harnesslink.com for all the great work that goes on there. Again, we're sponsored off HarnessBid today because it's a game changer. So make sure to check out harnessbid.com. And we're also on because of our friends at the USTA. So on behalf of everyone at HarnessLink and myself, I'm Trey Colbeck. I will see you Monday. Bye-bye.